I'm not mad at Joe Budden's them having a debate on their show about things I said. But I do think Mr. Gaiman, he's kind of like, he's not happy with me because I exposed him. And I didn't expose him because it's mean. I just think that, you know, the arrogance and the fake smile, it's because of Backdoria-related issues. And it's time to stop lying to each other as men. If all the men in the neighborhood are sleeping with each other, how are we going to grow? The only thing that's going to grow is the back door. We need to be honest about who we are. The Backdoria Nation needs to step out and reach their hands up in the air with honesty and say, I like receiving from guys. That's what you guys need to admit. Then, that doesn't mean I hate you, because I don't hate people. It just means I can communicate with you how you need to be communicated with. Because a lot of you guys want to be communicated with like you're a man. But if you're being pounded out, man-to-man conversation is very difficult with you. I'm sorry.
Corey is wild. Like, I like everything Corey got going on, and this is Corey Holcomb. He is extremely talented and a great comedian. I enjoy watching his sets. I enjoy watching him on, small movie roles. I enjoy his commentary. I enjoy Corey as a comic. The drama part of it, I enjoy too, because I want to hear people's opinions, especially comedians, because a lot of the problems that they have on higher levels in comedy, we have on the level that I'm on right now. And to hear someone have the balls to say how they feel without worrying about repercussion as far as bookings or as far as opportunities being taken away, I really resonate with that. I'm in a place where when you speak your mind, you could be blackballed. And this is on a lower level. So I try to navigate my thoughts differently. But what I don't like about Corey is that it seems like he's going to get into it with you eventually. Now, if you're a friend of a friend, don't really care. He don't give a shit. But if he considers you someone that he wants to work with or somebody that's a peer or even not a peer, like he treats you accordingly. Like, I thought him and Godfrey had a really great relationship, but I also know Godfrey is Godfrey. And when I say Godfrey is Godfrey, if you've never met him in person, you probably wouldn't know what I mean. But Godfrey is on a high horse, and I think there's something wrong with the way that he thinks about things. And this is just my own opinion. Like, I was on live one day and I saw him on live. He was coming to San Antonio. And I like to hit up comedians for the opportunity to host or feature or even do a guest spot, because I'm not against doing a guest spot. And what I realized is that he can be sensitive, Godfrey, can be sensitive when it comes to certain subjects. So he says, hey, I'm going to be in San Antonio, and he's doing his promotion stuff. And I put in the comment, I would love to come and learn from you. You are dope when it comes to stand up, the voiceovers, it's really the voices. Like the jokes are there too, but it's really the fact that he can change his voices for me. Like, he does his dad as the Nigerian, which is not really hard to do because a lot of people do Nigerian voices, but the way he talks about his family, I enjoy those bits. When he does voices, I enjoy those bits. But when it's just regular comedy, So I'm online and I'm like, I would love to come learn from you. And what this man says on live is, I don't fuck with niggas that want to come out and learn from me. Cause that means that, to me, that means you're trying to steal jokes, nigga. Get your own jokes, nigga. And I'm like, how was I supposed to approach somebody that that I admire, or somebody that I see that does what I want to do well and want to see it up close and personal? How do you respond to that? I still went to the show. I bought my ticket, so I was not going to go. So I did end up going to the show. And after the show, I met him. He had no idea, of course, because you're online. You're just talking to the screen. But he didn't realize it was me. I was with some girl that I happened to get seated next to. I didn't even know this chick, but I was trying to get some vagina. Yeah, trying to get some vagina. And we hit it off. But afterwards, she ended up going off and hanging with Godfrey. And I was like, hey, you ain't my bitch. Go ahead. Go do your thing. I looked at the age and I was like, that nigga Godfrey old as shit. But hey, neither here nor there. None of my business. Go ahead and handle your business. Have I stolen a joke? No, nigga. I really wanted to learn. And I learned that you could do voices. And if I could do voices, I could do characters. If I could do characters, I could do storytelling. Okay, that's what I learned. But for Corey to treat his friends or so-called colleagues the way he does, that's one thing that I don't like about him. Like, your friends are your friends. Now, if they're acquaintances and you make that known, that's different. But he be talking great or good about Godfrey, and then Godfrey says something that maybe he doesn't agree with, or posts something that is not eye-pleasing to Corey. Now he like, the nigga gay. Now, I've always thought that. So it's not like, I've always thought Godfrey was a little, I really did. So I kind of see where Corey is coming from. So I'm like, he's warranted in that sense. But I mean, there were so many comedians that came on, and he just dissed them afterwards. Like, Craig, you next. Craig is his own dude, so I don't think he'd mind, because he got his own podcast. He got, he's doing work. But when it comes down to it, I think any male comic that is on the show with him, eventually they're going to fall out. Like, I work with Marcus. You know Marcus. I worked with him. Brought him out to Tampa. I believe I was one of the first. Of course, he was doing stuff going back to Arkansas, because I do remember him going to Arkansas to do shows. But I helped, and I can say I helped a lot of comedians, because I wanted the opportunity to bring them out to my city. And then once I bring them out to my city, then branch off into working with them when they're in their city. And I was like, one hand washes the other type of thing. And that shit don't always work. I helped David Lucas. I got some opportunities, so I'm not going to say nothing happened. And then it dried up. I made some calls for Hans Kim, and those opportunities never reciprocated. Ryan Davis is one of the only comics, just one of them, that gave me multiple opportunities continuously. And I don't want to always keep asking, because then I feel like I'm asking for a handout. But to be able to maneuver and introduce myself to these club owners and managers, I take those opportunities. But when you're at Corey's level, do you really need other comics? Because I do realize in this business, you get a lot of work from other comics. And the OGs used to tell me that, and I used to be like, yeah. But if I know the managers, nigga, if I know the club managers or the GMs, nigga, I don't need no comics. And then when those general managers are not hitting you up, who do you think is going to give you work? So I put myself in a position to not be like Corey, because I can definitely start this podcast and talk about all the comedians in Austin and who does what and who doesn't do what, who's funny, who's not funny. But that's not my place. My place is to try to get in the door and move forward in my career. And that's what I want to do. So when I first got here, I took a different route, but now my attitude is different. My attitude has changed. Be nice to everybody. I'm not kissing no ass though. That's one thing I'm not finna be doing. I don't give a fuck what opportunities come. I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna put my fucking head down and work hard. That's it. Those are the options. So I've learned from Corey. I learned not to be a certain way. I learned not to come after comedians. I've learned to keep my thoughts to myself because I'm not on that level. Maybe when I get to that level, attitude will be completely different. I'm sure it will be. But I cannot do it now because that's only going to hinder my opportunities moving forward. So Corey, I know you ain't never going, I won't say that. What I'm going to say, Corey, is do whatever you want to do, man. I can't even tell no man, grown man, anything. I just know I'm learning what not to do by watching you. But it is entertaining. It is entertaining. And he called Joe Budden gay. I thought that for the longest. Pump it up, my. That's what I always thought. A little bit too moist for me. But that's neither here nor there. That's none of my business. And he from New Jersey, and I would hope that he would be not like that. But, I mean, hey. And Corey, stop calling everybody gay, dog. Find a different insult. Backdoria. You got to find something else, my guy.